Now, good morning. Tim Randall from Links Magazines, your favourite community magazines, broadcasting from my kitchen table here in Tavistock. And this morning, I'm joined by Gary Lynch from Chamings, Heating and Plumbing. Good morning, Gary. How are you?
Morning, Tim. I'm well. I'm actually sitting at our kitchen table in the showroom talking to you. So, yeah, great to see you.
I can see all the Rayburns you've got in your showroom behind you there, and your poster. So, Gary, without further ado, tell us what you do for a living. What services do you provide?
So, Chamings Plumbing and Heating, we obviously provide all plumbing and heating aspects. We obviously do lots of emergency call-outs, boiler servicing, oil and gas. We look after biomass, air source heat pumps, and of course, obviously, we asked the Rayburn heat centre for this area. So, yeah, we've got everything we can do. We are still doing at the minute.
Brilliant. Now, I know from an earlier chat that you haven't stopped really, absolutely since lockdown. You've been working your socks off, haven't you?
It's been a bit weird, because we went from 6 engineers to 1 engineer overnight. Literally all the work dried up, but we carried on primarily doing the emergency call-outs and boiler and gas boiler servicing, which was, still a legal requirement for landlords. So we've just plodded along, and now it's like the signs of, the green shoots after last week's government announcement are beginning to show. So we did a couple of emergency boiler installs last week. So yeah, so it's been interesting, a bit weird coming to work, being on your own. But, it's nice now. I brought one of the guys back and, it's getting there again.
Yes, yeah. So health and safety. So we're all a bit worried about this virus, clearly. And, of course, a lot of what you do, an awful lot of what you do, is actually in people's homes. So that means you either have to go in there and assess what you need to do and then come in and do the job. So what procedures and processes have you put in place in Chamings to make people feel very safe about calling you out?
So one of the things we did straight away was we've sort of looked at all our health and safety policies and everything, and we looked at the government guidelines from the HSE. Before we attend now, we do a COVID-19 risk assessment with the customer over the phone to make sure that, they're still happy for us to attend. There's no signs within the household of COVID-19, and that they can, open the door in a safe manner. We either ring them from the van outside and they open the door, or we sort of knock, stand a couple of meters back. They let us in, go to another room, and then we can crack on and do our work. And then, we shout when we leave and say, that everyththing's done.
Excellent. And then sort of, do you have to wear PPE equipment and gloves, masks, whatever?
We always go in gloved up. We sort of sanitize our hands prior to the appointment and after the appointment. We go in with some anti-bac wipes. We wipe down where, before we start and when we finish, to make sure that, the area that we've touched has been anti-backed. But, if there's nobody around you, we haven't been wearing a dust mask unless the client says, look, we're in the vulnerable group. Would you mind putting a face covering on? And it's fine. We've got them, we have them in the vans. Unfortunately, before this, I bought the big, Darth Vader sort of style thing. And, you do sound like you're doing the, Darth Vader death march when you walk in, because all you can hear is, the breathing through your mask. But, we've been looking after care homes and everything. So, yeah, it's been interesting.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Now, we must talk about Rayburn as well. Now, possibly, I think I'm about to make a pun, I think. Has Rayburn's taken a back burner?
Believe it or not, no, because obviously we look after them on the servicing point of view and repairs. Yeah. That part has actually, carried on. And the leads for Rayburn's, believe it or not, haven't actually stopped. So, we've carried on with that. We took the decision, obviously, the week before everything shut down, to close the showroom, just to protect, the staff within our office. So I'm hoping, as from the 1st of June, once we get past the next barrier and non-essential retail can open, that we can actually reopen the showroom. And, I'm going to have to give the Rayburns a good dusting, because obviously it's been shut for sort of 8 weeks now. So
yeah, absolutely.
I think what we'll probably end up doing, Tim, with the showroom is do it on appointment only.
Yes.
So we can then book a time, make sure that, when you come in, we keep to social distancing, and we've got enough space, to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely. So appointment only, probably coming from the 1st of June for Rayburn.
Yeah.
But all other services that you offer at the moment, in terms of boiler replacement, servicing, all that work, and commercial work, that's all going ahead now. That people can contact you for that.
Yeah, as you say, everything on the normal side of things is still going along. I think what we're trying to keep to at the minute, until we sort of bring most of the team back, we're sort of trying to keep it to the essential works. So making sure that the boilers are, your boilers have been serviced, making sure that we've got scope within the diaries to do emergency breakdowns. Yeah, so I think if things carry on, we should be fine in the next few weeks, and then we can start concentrating on the bathroom installations and everything else we do.
Now, you're a family-run business based in Tavistock. How long have you been going now? It's a long time.
So we are the 3rd set of owners of Chamings Plumbing and Heating.
Right.
Chamings itself has actually been serving the community now for over 26 years.
Wow.
Alison and I have had the business for the past 6 years. So yeah, it's been around a while, and hopefully, keeping everything going, we'll be around a lot, to hopefully make our 50th anniversary.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if I wanted to get hold of you, what's the best way of doing? What's the best method of doing that?
So at the minute, during this time, our office is actually not manned normal office hours. So still the best way is to contact the office on our normal telephone number. But there is the answer phone, which obviously if it's non-essential, leave a message. But there is a emergency telephone on there as well, which is basically coming through to me. And, if it's an emergency, then we can pick it up pretty much straight away.
Yes. Okay. So what's the office number? What's the number there then?
The office number is 01822 610 222.
All right. Brilliant. And that's the preferred method of getting hold of you then.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a website, and you have a website, etc.
Yeah, we've got the website. We are on Facebook and and all the other sort of social media bits. So if you can find us on those, you can ping us the message, and we can respond.
Yes, excellent. And I happen to know actually that you do a bit of ballooning. Is that right?
Yes.
I'm just interested to know, going forward, how one social distances in a balloon. I don't know. Is it 2 meters across?
Well, it's quite interesting too. We had an update from the Air Authority over the weekend that we could start ballooning again, because everything got shut down, but it would only be in a family household, which would be very difficult right now, because obviously a crew team, there's a few of you, but obviously it's like, how would farmers feel at the minute if a hot air balloon landed in their land? So I think until everything clears up, that that's a no-go for this year.
All right, brilliant. Well, okay, so if anyone wants to contact Gary and Ali at Chamings Heating and Plumbing, you can do that through the telephone, the website, or Facebook. Rayburn services are going ahead. You're doing all that work as well. And if you want to go and see their Rayburns and their other equipment, because it's not just Rayburns have got there. You've got what else have you got in the show? You've got two working Rayburns, I think, haven't you? What else have you got?
Yeah, we've got two. Yeah, we've got the 2 Rayburns behind me. One's obviously for sale. The other one is a working model. We've got 3 gas boilers. One is working. We've also got a Grant biomass boiler, an air source heat pump, and various other bits and bobs in here now. So
the showroom is well worth a visit. And I know, sadly, before lockdown, I came to a fantastic cooking demonstration there, where I came away with so many ideas, because I've got an Arga Yeah, so well worth a visit, but by appointment. Give me a ring.
Yes.
And book a time, and you can go in there with all the safety that entails, etc. Well, look, it's lovely to talk to you, Gary.
And you, Tim.
Say hello to Ali and the rest of the team, and I hope you get the rest of the team back as soon as possible. But you're there, you're open for business, and it's great, and it's brilliant to talk to you. So just hang on there, and I'll say goodbye to everyone. Thank you very much for watching another one of these videos. These videos are about local businesses and local community groups in and around sort of West Devon. We hope you love them, and we hope you enjoy them. And as always, as this thing here says here, buy local. All right, buy local at every opportunity. Always buy local. That helps the local businesses. That helps jobs, and that helps the local community. And thanks very much for watching. And more videos this week. Bye bye.